I'll say this to you, bro. The formula to becoming successful is actually quite simple. It's really simple. But what we've done, and I don't believe it's our fault as a generation, I really don't believe it's our fault, is we've overcomplicated it by, okay, consuming all this different content or ideas or, reading all this stuff. Like, what we'll do is we'll watch videos like mine, and you'll watch other content creators, or you'll read books, or you'll listen to audiobooks or podcasts, and you've got all these people trying to give you the same message, but in a different way, and then boom. Okay, what do? He's telling me to do this, Chris is telling me to do this guy's telling me to do this, and then you just go, whoa, you overcomplicate it. So what happens is you start something for a month because he told you to do this. And then, okay, I'm not seeing results. Well, I'll do what Chris told me to do. I'm not seeing results within a month. I'll go do what this person's told me to do. And then not seeing results, and it creates this cycle. And for a lot of young men, for a lot of men in general, right, this cycle goes on for years until you just give up. You could probably give up way before years, but you'll start to see this. I'll start something for a bit, I'll quit it, and then I'll be a bum for a bit, then I'll start again. The formula is simple. It's 3 steps. But I said this, and I want you to really understand this. It's not going to come easy. I mean, nothing in your life comes easy, right? And if you expect it to be easy, bro, then just go watch another video, bro, because I'm telling you it's not going to be easy. You're going to endure setbacks. You're going to endure days where you go, is this for me? Do I really want to do this? You're going to have those days. And you're probably going to have more of those days than you are going to have real good days, right? Because it's part of the process. It's part of the journey to become a successful built man. It is. It's hard. But like I said, the formula is simple. It's 3 steps. I'm going to break it down in a way, and we're going to dive deep into each step so that you understand, whoa, okay, yeah, he's right. This is what I should be doing with my life. This is how I got to be thinking. So the first process, or the first step, right, this is one of 3, is to understand that you only need one idea or one goal. This is it. And this is similar to your mission in life, right? Now, what we're doing, and like I said, is we're overcomplicating this. We're thinking, well, if I do 10 different things, right? One of these 10 things will more than likely blow up. But what happens if you have 10 things going on all at once? And then you got your whole life behind the scenes as well. Like you're at uni, or you're at school, or you got to go to the gym, or you got to go do whatever. If you've got 10 different ideas, right? You're going to give every single thing a half-assed attempt. Or you're not going to be able to give it the time and energy it needs so that you build that momentum. Because what's the most that you could give 10 things? You could give 10 things, literally 10% of your time and energy. Because then you've got to go and give someone else another 10%. Then you're going to go give something else another 10%. But then it doesn't usually work like that. Because you'll work a bit longer on this one idea, and then the other idea that you got will only get a little bit less, or will get a little bit less of your time, and that gets 5% of your time, and then you got to go do this and that. One idea, one goal, one mission is what you need to become successful. Seriously. And what I want you to understand, at its deepest core, you have to think this way. You need to be all in. You got to put your chips on the table pretty much. Literally go, boom. This is it. Okay, this is the goal. This is the mission. Now, what I want you to understand is we're moving through our lives trying to live up to the expectations of society or our family, right? We think that, bam, my mum wants me to do this. Society wants me to do this. Maybe that's the right thing. And the sad reality of so many of us young men is that we will go and do what our family or society wants us to do. Society say, you're a young man, go be a tradie, or go do this. Nothing wrong with what I'm saying, right? If that's what comes true to you. But so many of us are living as frauds. We're living our lives vicariously through our families or through society. And we're not living up to our true core. And what happens when you do something that you're not truly passionate about and you're doing it to please your family or society is you burn out. Or you have no interest in it. So you never want to go above and beyond and build something because it's not coming true to you. So what I want you to understand is you got to put away society. Whatever society wants you to do, if it's not what you want to do, see you later. You got to stop listening to what your family wants you to do. Now, I'm not saying not listen to your mom and dad for, what they want best out of your life, but I'm saying if it doesn't come true to you, don't do it, right? Your parents are always going to say, "Oh, do this, do that, do that." But if you're truly a young man that knows it's the wrong thing for him to do, don't do it. Because you'll just end up wasting time, energy, and it will cause a lot of tension in the future because, "Oh, you told me to do this and I'm not happy now. Look at my life and you messed up my life." It's the truth. I've coached a lot of boys that has become like their life, is that they're doing something that they don't want to do now, but their family told them to do it. Now there's all this tension and it's a disaster. So you need to focus and align your life to this one thing. That's it. And I like to frame it as what it is that you've been called here to do. Like, we, in our bodies, inside of us, know, okay, well, this is what I should be doing with my life. I want to help people. I want to be a painter. I want to be someone that cuts people's hair. Like, again, it sounds funny, but I want to be a doctor, right? I want to be a lawyer, whatever. You know what's in here. And what I want you to understand with this, bro, you have to frame your mind as, okay, I'm all in on this, without a doubt. Or I'm going to die trying. Because, like I said to you before, when you start to scramble all your time to 10 different things, it gets no energy, it gets no time, it gets nothing, right? You make no progress. And you end up feeling really horrible about yourself because, why isn't this working? Well, you're giving it no time, you got 10 other things you got to do. When you got that one focus, you can give it all. And when you start to instill this mindset, this is what I'm meant to do in my life. No one else is telling me to do this. No one else is influencing me. This is what I want to do. And I'm going to do this or die trying. You're going to tenfold the amount of progress that you could ever make focusing on 10 things and not having the mentality of, whoa, okay, I'm going to do this or die trying. So what I want you to sit with, what are you called to do on this earth? What's your mission? Because once you can find out your mission, and there's a link in the description on how to figure out your mission, but to some degree you should already know. What's that one thing that you want to do with your life? The one thing. It's there. It's in you. Follow that. Go all in on it. Give it all your time. And listen to the next 2 steps, because it's going to tell you what you should be doing. Whew, that was good. So understand this, bro. Okay? If you've got this one idea, you're giving it your all. This is it. This is what I'm doing with my life. I'm going to die trying. What you now need to understand, 2 out of 3, is that you need to constantly attack. That sounds strange. Constantly attack. Why am I trying to attack someone? No, what I want you to understand is that you need to have focused execution. And what do I mean by that? Okay, if you've got all this focused time and you're executing and you're implementing everything that you know that you can be doing through consuming all this content, if you're truly about it and you want to be a man that's, okay, whoa, I'm focusing on this one thing, you're going to branch out and you're going to find mentors, you're going to read books, you're going to get courses, you're going to start mimicking all these people that have done it before you. So I want you to constantly keep attacking and keep learning and keep digesting what you need to do for your one goal. When you can focus and you can focus on what it is that you want to do with your life, that focused execution, consistently showing up day in, day out. Because what I want you to understand is without consistency, you're screwed. You're absolutely screwed, bro. You've got to be a man that shows up every single day with that mindset. I'm doing this. This is what comes true to me, or I'm going to die trying. Wow. You're going to be a man that truly is unrecognizable in a couple of years if you keep this up. Because what I want you to understand is, if you find a right mentor, you'll be able to mimic what they've done and implement that into your own life. If you're working a crap job and your expenses allow you to, you can find proper mentors or get coaching calls or really invest in what it is that you need to do to become well versed in that one goal, one dream, one idea that you're going for. Because there's a more than likely chance that what it is that you're going for, if not 100% chance, that there is someone at the top percentile of what it is that you want to do. So you start literally making these people your idols. Learn all about them. Get so well versed in what it is that you need to do, and you show up every single day. Nothing in this life comes without consistency. You cannot build your body without consistency. You cannot make money without consistency. You cannot get the girl without getting rejected a whole bunch of times by staying consistent and cold approaching all these girls. You cannot do anything. You can't lose weight without consistency. Every single thing in this life is predicated on if you show up day in, day out, day in, day out. You will never be at a disadvantage by making the most important investment. And the most important investment isn't all these things that the world has told you to invest in, like property and stocks and, whatever else. The most important investment is yourself. It's yourself in regards of, your physical health, like going to the gym, eating clean, but it's also in your mental. When you can truly learn, when you can truly develop yourself, learn everything that you need to, through, like I said, mentors, courses, books, everything, right? You'll be able to navigate your business, your empire, your life, because you've got the tools. You've got what you need. And if you show up every single day for 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, right? Sounds insane. But that's the time that it takes. It could take 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, and anywhere few and far between. If you show up every single day, you're going to have a more likely chance that it's going to happen quicker to you. But if you stop, if you don't put in the work, if you don't stay consistent, you're going to be at a disadvantage and you're more than likely not going to cultivate the life that you want. It's the truth. So you need to consistently attack and have this ruthless approach. Like, it has to be like, whoa, okay, I'm attacking. I'm reading this book. I'm getting all this advice from mentors. I'm paying for courses. I'm paying for online schools or whatever it is. Do it so that you can be leveled up and you can get everything that you need. Attack. Get it. So that's the second point, bro. And the last one is, this is just as important. They're all as important. Is that you need to, and I love this, and this is how I live my life every single day. And every young man that's about it, anyone that you look up to, anyone has this trait instilled in them. I want you to do this. 3 out of 3. This is it. The formula is this, right? Is that you do what you're supposed to do, regardless of how you feel. This is it. You do what you're supposed to do regardless of how you feel. Because we're going to have more days, like I said earlier, where we feel as that, do I really need to put in the work today? Am I supposed to be on this track? You're going to have days where you're tired, where you're sick. You're going to have more days like that because when you're a young man that's about it and you're pushing yourself in all the other areas of your life that you need to, because I want to clarify, you need this one goal, this one mission to go all in on, but that doesn't mean that you disregard your physical body. It doesn't mean that you disregard taking care of your mental health. It doesn't mean that you disregard all these other things. All you need to do is have this one goal and one mission that you're aligning to, but every other area of your life must be dialed in as well. But these are just prerequisites. You got to be working on your body. You got to be working on your mind. You got to be, learning all these things. You still got to be doing all the commitments that you're committed to. You got to be doing this, and that. So you must be acting or working with this 110% frame, but with this one mission. And that's what will set your life up. But understand this, bro. You are supposed to do what you're supposed to do regardless of how you feel. And it's the person that shows up daily, right? Year after year. It's the person that can work the hardest with the most amount of effort, stay the most patient, trust in the process, and just keep on going. That's the person that wins. That's the person that wins. The person that shows up but then gives up. Well, that's obviously not the person that wins. The person that shows up but puts a half-assed attempt in. That's obviously not the person that wins. The person that shows up, goes the hardest, goes for the longest, consistently just pushes himself. That's the person that wins. Right? It takes years to become an overnight success. Literally. No one sees the backlog. If you think about it like this. If you look at any of your idols, right? Whoever it is that you look up to, you'll see them for the man that they are today. But there's more than likely, there's 5 years, 10 years, 15 years of backlog, of working hard, of pivoting, reevaluating what they should be doing, readjusting. It's all behind them. But we want things overnight, now. And I can tell you this, if that's your frame, if that's your mindset, I can guarantee you're going to set your life up to fail. Because the formula doesn't change. Hard work, consistency, showing up every day, putting in the most amount of work without seeing any progress or any type of like results financially or anything, right? If you can put off all of that and keep showing up every day attacking, you will not fail. You won't. You won't. There is just no way that you can fail if you consistently attack, put your life on the line for it. So understand that with one focus, one main goal, right? Alongside remembering that you have to continue all the prerequisites for your life as well. Developing your body, developing your mind, consuming and learning all this stuff. Staying committed to your commitments. If you consistently attack after that, day in, day out, that's it. Invest into mentors, coaching, courses, books, everything that you need to, right? Mimic the people that have done it before you. And then you do what you're supposed to do, regardless of how you feel, for years. Well, that's it. That is the formula. There's nothing else. Sure, you will have to reevaluate yourself from time to time and think, okay, well, this hasn't worked and I've been giving it 4 or 5 months. So you don't quit what you're doing, but you pivot. You say, okay, obviously this isn't working. This idea isn't working for my mission. Let me try this one thing, but leverage what you've been doing for that amount of time and use it as your advantage to the next idea or next part of your mission. That's it. You never quit. You don't quit. What are you quitting for? After what? A couple of months? No, you pivot. You reevaluate. You constantly refine what you're doing to get better so that eventually, after a couple of years, bang, you've done it. It really is this simple, bro. It's not hard. It's hard in regards, yeah, you've got to show up every single day. You're going to have days where, it's not working out. This is not happening. But you do what I said, right? The formula is that simple, though. It's that simple. One main goal. Consistently attack. Do what you're supposed to do regardless of how you feel. That's it. Love you, bro.